guys, Kelsey here again. So for lesson 7 presentation, it wanted me to talk about a story to where I use a lot of gestures with my hands. And I thought it'd be a good idea to go ahead and talk about last weekend that me and my kids actually went to the circus. They had so much content that went in there, so I figured it'd be a great way to use gestures. Some of the favorite parts that we had was that they had clowns, of course, who did a great presentation. It pulled someone onto the stage in the middle with them and had them do a pretend like tennis, even though they had the sounds with it, but he actually just used, you know, the motions instead of actually having the content with the ball. The ball was fake, so they used the noise of the ball with the content. And then another thing the clown did, he went from one side back to the other, and one side he would actually have us clap for one and then stomp and then go oh as silly as that sounds, but him got interaction from both sides of the audience, which I thought was really cool. At one point we were all in great unison, so it had great noise in the tent, so that was really fun. Another thing, of course, they had the trapeze artists who walked across. One of them actually about fell. They caught themselves, of course, they didn't fall, but if they had something on the bottom to catch them. um, Another thing that was really interesting to us is they have a woman who actually worked with a bunch of horses. They had a big, majestic horse, I don't remember the name, sorry. And then they had a miniature horse, and then they had about 6 of just the other horses who worked together, and she was able to put them around the arena, going opposite directions. They bowed and they stood on these step things, as well as some elephants did the same type things. And the last thing that we got to see was how they have, how they have the big metal cage and they'll have the motorcycles driving around in circles in it. At first it had 2, and then they put someone in the middle of it and they drove around. Then they added a third motorcycle, and then at the end they added a 4th one. It was pretty intense. It was loud, and the exhaust from the bikes was pretty, right in your face. But it was a great experience. Me and my girls had never been before, so we got to go do that with my boyfriend, and we really enjoyed it. If you ever go to Tarzan Zambini's circus, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's worth it. It was here in Joplin that weekend. But thanks to you for watching, and have a good night.